Truth is, the deconstructionist movement is the great awakening of our season.
I don't always see them, but I'm grateful when people tag me in videos because I got to be honest with you, I wouldn't have seen this otherwise. So go follow the original creator and go follow my friend who turned me on to it. So what do I have to add to what is possibly the most perfect 3-minute TikTok on this subject? Snarky commentary, judgment, condemnation. I mean, isn't that what you're here for? And emphatic truth bombs. Like this one. Deconstruction is the church's fault and the people in the church. If you're a person of faith and you know people in your life who are struggling as you see it because they're drifting away from God, you see them doubting and questioning their faith. They're not questioning their faith, they're questioning you. Look in a mirror. Good Christian, you've done that. You're to blame. Because if you haven't said the hateful thing, if you didn't do the hateful thing, if you didn't vote for the candidates who pushed the hateful narratives, then you remain silent in the face of it. When those people were sitting in their pews and they were struggling with what the preacher was saying because it conflicted with what they knew in their hearts that the red words taught, they looked over from that pew and looked to you to be a pillar of faith, to look at you who always presented yourself as strong in your faith. They look to you who has always professed their faith. They look to you to stand up in the middle of that sermon, interrupt that preacher, and tell the preacher he was wrong. Instead, you said amen. People like Keith and Suzanne, these pissy people at my grandmother's church growing up. Keith, powerless, spineless cuck who couldn't even stand up to his own wife, and his wife, busybody, tantamount to Angela from The Office. She was one of the worst people I've ever known, more interested in sowing division and trying to split the church so she could have her way rather than love and accepting of Jesus Christ. My cousin Jason, who can't say the former president's name without losing his mind and saying the middle name, Hussein, because he's such a racist, homophobic, xenophobic, bigoted, white nationalist. Just like much of my grandmother's family, my simpleton grandmother, who wasn't qualified to teach Sunday school, but she did, and that's why I had to go to college and sit in a philosophy class and learn more about the Bible, Christianity, and Jesus Christ's message in a philosophy class than I ever did in a Sunday school class taught by anybody. We deconstruct because we look at you for an example, and you let us down. We look to people to showcase what it means, and you don't.